I mean, we're legal age, so we could technically volunteer to be on that show 60 days in.
Oh my god.
But we would have to set it up to where we...
That one dude you talked about, there's like a teacher.
Oh my god, bro. I kept watching, so he gets put in solitary confinement for like 30 days, okay?
Oh my god.
This fucker is losing his goddamn mind, okay? And he's like, it's like a vacation in here. I normally eat like really healthy on the outside, so I'm just gonna eat a whole bunch of junk food, see how fat I can get. And he's like meditating and doing the weirdest workout regimes, and then the CO comes in, he's like, alright, we're moving you back into general with the other inmates. So they leave, and they come back a couple minutes later, and he's on the floor, the fetal position, going, oh, I don't feel good. Oh, oh. I'm not making this up. Like, this sounds weird the way I'm saying it. This guy is weirder than how I'm saying it. I can't even.
That just sounds so funny.
You have to see this guy. I can't believe this was a real human being. The guy was on the floor. Oh, I don't it's like when you're a little kid and you tried telling your parents you didn't want to go to school because you were sick.
I don't feel good.
That's what this dude was. He was. He was.
Oh my god.
And so he's like, so they get him to the hospital, and he's in the back seat of the car. So it's one of those vans with the sliding door. He opens it, and then he's stepping out, and he's holding his stomach like hunched over, and he's walking into the hospital. Oh! And then it cuts to like the diagnosis. Yeah, we have found absolutely nothing wrong with you. And he's like, what? And then and then he comes back in for his interview the next day, and he's fucking fine as can dandy be. Hello, everyone watching. Yeah, for those not sure what I am talking about, it is a TV show by the name of 60 Days In, where a group of people voluntarily go to jail under an alias, and they had this one guy named Robert who I couldn't believe this. I have never once looked at a human being and gone, you're gonna get raped.
He's just sitting there. I don't feel good. It just evaporates like Spider-Man. It just evaporates like Spider-Man while he's screaming. Just turns to dust.
Oh, you know, and to further my point on, I can't believe this is a real person. Before the people they signed the thing saying, yeah, take me to jail. The CO asks them, he's like, okay, any questions before we go through with the program? Raises his hand. Yes, Robert. How big is the TV in, like, the general area? And then the officer thought he was fucking around. And he goes, oh, it's a 60-inch flat screen. And then he goes, what? Awesome. So this is what my tax dollars are going for. Then they just kind of start looking around. Everyone, even the other volunteers, are looking around. What? And then, oh my god.
Robert sounds like such a great character in like a cartoon show.
I went on the subreddit, and everyone's hating this guy, saying he's such a
cartoon character.
And I'm like, bro, am I the only one that was loving this shit? Oh, I don't feel good. Ah. Yeah, dude's locked up in solitary confinement. In the background, you can hear guys screaming and slamming their heads into the wall. And he's like, these people don't sound like they're having too much fun, but I think this is great. Oh yeah, and they're like interviewing him and shit, just calling him out on his bullshit. And he goes, that is absolutely false, as he's like smiling and shit. He goes like, we find it awfully convenient that you started feeling ill whenever you were told you had to go back to general. That is absurd.